Derek Lewis has done it again. To all the frauds online who said he was going to lose and get knocked out to Teixeira, where are you now, Oaks? How on earth can you bet against Derek Lewis? I don't understand it, Oaks. I would never do such a thing. I bet on him on money line, and I bet on him KO in the first round. Why? Because it's Derek motherfucking Lewis. That's why, Oaks. So yeah, I can't believe Oaks were betting against him. I would never do such a heinous thing. So yeah, that's the story that's the headline, is Derek Lewis knocks out Teixeira 35 seconds into the first round. I'll let you just sit on that. Unreal stuff, Oaks. Unreal stuff. The card all around UFC Nashville was epic, Oaks. It delivered 8 finishes across the 12 fights, which is quite crazy. 4 submissions, 4 knockouts. It was special. The card opened up with Fatima Klein head kick KOing Melissa Martinez in the 3rd round, and it was quite an epic shin-to-chin moment. Then Mike Davis KOing Mitch Ramirez in the 2nd round. That was also pretty nasty. Then it went to Walter Walker submission for just less than a minute into the 1st round on Kennedy Nzechukwu. I always mess that one up. I had it the other day, but now I just forgot how to pronounce it. Nzechukwu, something like that. So we had, what's that, 3 finishes in a row to start off the card, which was pretty epic. And then Eduarda Mora obviously decisioned Lauren Murphy. Oak saw that one coming. And then Murphy obviously retired. Then Jake Matthews with the surprise submission win against Chidi Njokuani. Jake Matthews, Oaks, I can't believe he's had, I think it was 22 fights in the UFC already, and he's only 30 years old. So definitely needs a top 15 opponent next. He deserves it big time. For some reason, he called out Gilbert Burns, which I was a little bit confused about, because it's like, Gilbert's still ranked up there in the welterweight division, but it's not really a cool matchup for Jake Matthews. Maybe he just wants to win against a high-ranked opponent, because Gilbert's kind of on his way out. But yeah, we'll see what's next for Jake Matthews. But yeah, very exciting fighter at the moment. And then our feature prelim bout, Chris Curtis against Max Griffin. Chris Curtis with the decision win. Split decision win, actually, which was a bit surprising because he did dominate rounds 2 and 3. Definitely round 3. I think it was rounds 2 and 3. It was, because round 1, Max Griffin won because Chris Curtis just wasn't throwing anything, which was surprising. But he warmed up in the 2nd and 3rd round, and then it ended up being quite a nice main card fight. Main prelim fight. Then we moved into our main card, which also started off with a bang. Submission win for Tuko Tokos against Junior Tafa. Did not see that coming personally. Junior Tafa, he had one moment at the beginning of round 2 where he rocked Tuko Tokos like badly, but then he got taken down again, and he got taken down every round, and he just couldn't get back up. So disappointing there. Then Vitor Petrino also with the 1st round submission against Austin Lane. Again, I think everyone thought it was going to be a KO. Oaks thought that was what was loading, but Petrino hurt him and then got him to the ground, and then took quite a while, but then eventually locked in. I think it was an arm triangle. No, it wasn't. It was a rear naked choke, sorry. Then Vitor Petrino locked that in and got the win in the 1st round. And then our 3rd last fight of the night, Nate Landwehr against Morgan Charrier. This one delivered like it was advertised. Probably fight of the night, to be honest. But yeah, it was a banger back and forth. Round 1, Charrier was getting the best of Landwehr, really messed up his leg. And then 2nd round, Landwehr was absolutely landing on Charrier, and Charrier had no response. And then just out of nowhere at the beginning of round 3, Charrier just comes out swinging and absolutely destroys Nate. The train got halted big time. I'm pretty devastated because I had a parlay of, what was it? Under 1.5 in the, over 1.5 in the Tafa versus Tacos fight, over 2.5 in the Calvin Kattar Steve Garcia fight, which both cashed, and then it was over 1.5 in the Calvin Kattar Steve Garcia, and then it was over 2.5 in the Charrier Landwehr fight. And I knew that was going to be my most dangerous one, and Charrier just had to wait 2 minutes. He got it 27 seconds in. just 2 more minutes and I would have got there. But yeah, it is what it is. Sharia coming away with the KO in the beginning of round 3 was absolute quality. And then this, oh, sorry, that was our fourth loss. I forgot about that. Sorry, then featherweight, Calvin Kattar versus Steve Garcia. This was also a very one-sided affair. Steve Garcia pieced up Calvin Kattar for 3 rounds, 30-27 him unanimously. Calvin Kattar just couldn't get going. He threw 8 strikes in the first round and then 8 strikes in the second round and not too many more in the third. Yeah, he didn't look too bad, but he just didn't want to throw, and he didn't look like he wanted to get involved in the pocket with Steve Garcia. He started throwing a bit in round 3 when he realized he needed a finish, but all round didn't look too solid. So Steve Garcia, he's looking like a dangerous threat now. Come Monday morning, I reckon those rankings will be changed. He'll be ranked, and he's a force to be reckoned with. But that featherweight division is obviously super highly contested. Our co-main event, Stephen Thompson against Gabriel Bonfim. Gabriel Bonfim cashed my parlay, the final fight in my 7-fight parlay, and he came through. However, it was a dodgy decision against Wonderboy. Verdict, I don't know if you guys have heard of that or checked it out, but Verdict do scorecards for every fight. They're very cool. And Verdict scored it for Wonderboy, 29-28. And that was probably the right scorecard. Bonfim had some more control time in the third round, so that's probably what got him the win. But he didn't do much damage, so it was very close. Wonderboy had a bad cut on his leg in the second round, I think it happened. Yeah, I mean, he had to fight the whole third round with it, but it was a good fight. Wonderboy's takedown defense was very good, and then obviously on the feet he was very good. But Bonfim did stand and trade with him a little bit. Didn't get the sub like myself and many were thinking, but it was still a good fight nonetheless. And then our final one, obviously, Derek Lewis versus Teixeira Teixeira. We spoke about that. Derek Lewis, you can't bet against him. The Black Beast is just too good. And yeah, Oaks, I knew this Oak was going to win, and I was never going to bet against him. It's Derek Lewis. You always know that he has that one-punch knockout power. So I was never going to bet against my boy, and he pulled through when I needed him most. So yeah, that was pretty lekker. So yeah, that was just a quick little wrap up for UFC Nashville. Didn't want to make this one too long, but yeah, there it is. And thanks so much for watching. I'm going to release another video pretty soon talking about how the betting went, because it went very well, Oaks. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll check you in the next one.